I'm Shanaz from Manage Engine, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how several US federal agencies have been hacked and how they fell victim to data exfiltration attacks. Now, US federal agencies deal with volumes of sensitive information, and several government-backed cyber attack groups are after this sensitive information. So when they were looking at vulnerabilities that they could exploit, that's when they identified that several US federal agencies utilized a popular virtual private network called Pulse Connect Secure. Now, Pulse Connect Secure is a third-party VPN which supposedly had a lot of vulnerabilities. So the attackers exploited the VPN and hacked into networks and carried out cyber espionage attacks. Now, what cyber espionage attack means is that they run surveillance and they identify critical information, and using that critical information, they then get a foothold in the network. So how exactly did they hack into the Pulse Connect Secure VPN? Well, for initial access, the attackers relied predominantly on a lot of vulnerabilities in the VPN that they could exploit. And one such vulnerability included the vulnerability where the VPN allowed the attackers to execute arbitrary file reading activities. And one other vulnerability is that the VPN allowed authenticated users to execute remote codes via Windows file resource profiles. Now, once they got a foothold in the network, once their initial access is done, the attackers placed web shells on Pulse Connect Secure. Now, these web shells are used for persistence, and they carried out several other attacks such as bypassing authentication, bypassing multi-factor authentication, and password logging. So once the attackers became persistent within a network, they laterally moved across the network, and then they identified sensitive data and they exfiltrated the sensitive data. So what started off as a cyber espionage attack can easily evolve into what is a massive data exfiltration attempt or a data exfiltration attack. So that's how crucial your VPNs are. And organizations who use the Pulse Connect Secure obviously updated their VPNs to their latest versions. But we all know that updating to the latest version is only going to have all the already exposed vulnerabilities patched, but attackers are going to identify newer vulnerabilities to exploit. So in order to stay secure and stay away from attackers hacking into your VPN, you need to constantly monitor your VPN activities. And if at all your VPN is hacked, you need to constantly look into other suspicious activities that are happening in and around your network, and you need to be able to correlate all of these activities in your network. So if you have a SIM solution in place, it's going to perform VPN monitoring for you seamlessly, and it's also going to help you correlate all the activities across your network. So if you do not have a SIM solution in place already, it's high time that you have one. Thank you.